You've been tried in the fire. Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury and having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. They end up getting stopped twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. The drive will start with an option going left. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast.
He's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Now Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of it.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
7-7, our score after 1.
option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
Powers past him at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Denzel Mims with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it. And we saw evidence of that right there. Chubb.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Mayfield off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Kareem Hunt.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Mayfield looks to throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Flushed out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Mayfield now. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Now Hill to return it.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's Jackson to throw.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They go play action with Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Oliver, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to air one out.
And this is dropped. Oh. It's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. And this one is right down the middle. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the 2nd half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 2nd half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. They go play action now. Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot. Went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Finding room to the 20. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. To throw, Mayfield.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stephens.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
And he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He was looking for Michael Pittman that time.
And it's second down. Here's Jackson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Back near his goal line, here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Third down, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Denzel Mims, his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will make this a 19-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no?
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down.
Play fake. Mayfield. Again, he's got that man Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and
3. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number.
Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Pittman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, Cleveland. Mayfield to Beckham. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sione Takitaki. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. He'll buy some time right. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Pittman with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Browns. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the 29, Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. An option handoff here to Dobbins. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to air one out. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started.
The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. He's got Landry.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Finding Hunt.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mayfield now from the 50.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. And again, it's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Mayfield on play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Jackson. flush to his right. First down and more for Jackson. And he gets this one down to the 24. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He'll get this one to Pittman. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that miss should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he will stop the clock as he gets to the sideline after a gain of about 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now Mayfield. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
One last shot from Mayfield here. Into the hands of Beckham. Shedding the tackle and gives him some room. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job